Hey everyone, so today I am making my Christmas album. I am selecting the sheets I'm going to use from my front cover from the Photo Play Christmas Party collection. I'm going to be making my album 4.5 inches by 5.5 inches, and that's the cover sides, and my spine measures 1.5 inches by 5.5 inches. I'm just going to be gluing, well, the two sheets together to make them big enough to cover the front, and then I will be sticking my chipboard pieces down to create the front of my album. So as you always know, I like to recycle. So these are from Amazon packaging and some of the packaging that comes on the back of the 12 by 12 papers, and I've actually doubled them up, so I've stuck two together just to create a bit more stability. But I really love using those because usually they just end up in the bin, so a great way to use the whole entire paper pad, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to stick those down. I'm just using either a ruler or I use my little tool here. I'm lost for words. My bone folder there, just to get the spacing right. We need a bit of space so that the paper doesn't crack when we maneuver our front cover. So yeah, but it's normally about 1/4 inch, probably smaller, that I leave in between the spine and the front cover or the back cover. So I'm just sticking those down. So once those are all secure down, I just like to bend the paper over the edge of the album that I'm making, and that just helps with when I need to glue them down. It also gives me a lovely guide, as I've shown before in my album making videos, where to cut the corners so that we get those really neat tight corners. So guys, the glue that I'm actually using to make this album isn't my usual glue. I like to use the Nouveau Dulux, I think it's called, the glue, the white one with the diamond on top, but I just couldn't find where it was. I'd been crafting away from my desk and I'd taken it, and then I don't know what I've actually done with it. So I'm using this for the first time to make to actually construct one of my albums. So as you can see, it just takes a bit longer to stick, so I'm having to apply some pressure and to hold pieces in place until the glue makes a bond. So yeah, it's just taking me a little longer to construct this album than I would usually take. So I don't think there's anything wrong with this glue for like your usual sticky needs, but just things that need to be held in place sort of straight away, it is just taking some time, so I'm having to hold it, as I said, in place. I could have used some red line tape or glue and red line tape. I have done that in the past, but I just like the way that the album feels when I use glue. I don't know, I think the glue helps to, when it bonds the pieces together, it gives a much firmer feel to the album. So I really do like to use glue when I'm making these projects. So I'm just flicking through the paper pad to decide what I'm going to be using for my inside cover. There's so many gorgeous patterns to choose from, but I am going to be choosing this. I love the clash of the two busy patterns together. So I'm just flicking through for the other one. And yeah, I'm just going to give it, well, because the paper is obviously 6x6, I don't have much that I need to cut off, so I love making these albums with these 6x6 paper pads. I'm just going to trim off a little bit so that it fits neatly onto the inside, so both sheets get a little chop, and then I will be gluing those into place. It's important to get the right rotation so that they fit neatly. And also, if you're using, well, if you're following this and you're making an album for yourself and you have a picture or any kind of writing, you need to make sure that it's the right way up. I've done it before. You look at it and you think, oh shoot, it's the writing's upside down. So yeah, just make sure that it's all the right orientation and you'll be good to go. So I'm just going to stick that next side in and then just find the creases so that of my spine, so that my front and back cover fold up nicely. And yeah, we've actually completed the first stage and we have our little album. As you can see, some bits are lifting up because, as I said, this glue isn't an instant kind of grip one. You know what I'm talking about. It has kind of an instant bond. It's not marketed as one that has an instant bond. So yeah, I don't think it's any fault of the product. It's just that I'm using it to make an album. So yeah, so we've completed that and we've got our album essentially formed and together. So we need to think about decorating the front cover, and thank you to you lovely people. I have so many choices to use on my front cover, but I'm actually going to be using this cute little penguin shaker, and it is absolutely adorable. And don't worry, the polar bear will be used inside. I also was gifted these. I think it was in my Christmas swap last year, if I'm not mistaken, because I did buy some myself, but I also got some in a Christmas swap. And I want to write Merry Christmas on the front in the gold. So it's very sticky, which is good because it's not going to be coming off. But yeah, you got to be careful when you're laying them down. I believe these were picked up in the works, so if you were looking for something like that, you would be able to find that there. So I was thinking about any embellishments. So these came in the collection. I was kind of thinking that they're a bit bright, but these were some lovely snowflakes that were gifted to me from the lovely Monica. She sent them in as her ephemera entry into my giveaway, and I think they fitted perfectly with the front of my cover. I'm so happy to have them. So now we just need to start on our spot, well, not our spine, our pages, the inside, what's going to hold our pages in. I can't get the word out, guys, you know how it is. So yeah, I'm just going to use this die that I have. I believe it's from Crafter's Companion, so you can pick that up. And I'm also might have to use two, so I'm just seeing how that's going to fit together. Very easy to use, guys, and glue together. So I'm just laying it in so that I could mark how big I needed the spine to be. I didn't show you, but I actually folded and creased, but I have shown in another video how to put that spine together. So yeah, so the pages were really convenient. These were actually some linen cards that I haven't used and I had in my stash. They needed a little chop down to make them fit, but they were absolutely gorgeous in the album. Really thick paper, so I can have lots of fun in playing with them with different media if I wanted to. And they were super easy for me to make, but you could use basically a strip of paper, the same measurement, and you can just fold them and bend them along and score them at the right place to make your front and back pages. So now I'm gluing them in. I'm putting some glue along that front side, and then I'm flipping the page over as I'm carefully trying to hold it so that the glue will stick, and then I'm gluing actually on two sides, as you'll see. I'm just about to do so along there and along the bottom as well, and then that will create a pocket. You know, I love a pocket to put some extra journaling and photo mats, just adding as much as I can to this little album. I can obviously go on to add in more flaps and flips so that again it can hold as much as possible in this little compact album, but I really wanted to keep the pages simple in this one, and so yeah, I've just added in the normal pages and some pockets to add some photo mats and journaling space later. So I'm going to continue doing this until all my pages are inside my album. As you can see, I've just added a quick pocket there. We'll do that later in another video. I'll talk about pockets if you haven't already made an album with a pocket in. And yeah, I'm just having a look. I'm still having problems with the glue, guys. My spine's coming apart, but I will put a bit of glue down there and fix it so that my pages are not sticking out. But yeah, I'm overall really happy with my album. Love the way that it's looking and turned out, and excited to use it in the upcoming Christmas season. I'm just going to give you a quick look at the pockets at the top, if I can get one open, and you can see how that is. So yeah, there it is. There's the pockets at the top of each page, and yeah, it's so cute. I love it, and enjoy this Christmas season, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.